The county of Kisumu now is facing 4 challenges which I need clarification, and I'm giving the governor at least 1 week to respond to my office. Otherwise, I will be able to take what is required under the law to compel him to give the county where he's the governor the correct stand on these matters. Number 1, county government of Kisumu has been receiving money from the French government for the last few years. And we want to thank the French government under this auspicious program called Kisumu Urban Project. And each year we get a donation of 4.7 billion. And that's why you have seen a lot of improvement on our road networks within the city of Kisumu. And even in environs, we have seen some of our schools turn to be more better in infrastructures than the ones that have been built by the government of Kenya. And it is our interest, or it is my interest as the Senate, to make sure that the monies that come to Kisumu are well utilized and accounted for to benefit the humble Otieno who's living here in Kisumu. Of late, and you are aware that the DCI and other agencies like anti-corruption, they have seized the matter of KUP project because we have realized that the money which was intended to come to Kisumu from the National Treasury, which for many years they have been channeling to one account for accountability, the county attempted to open some so-called ghost accounts. And when that matter was noted, then the Treasury and the DCI closed those ghost accounts. As a result, we are here in Kisumu cannot continue with those vital projects. For example, you have seen the road which was meant to be a ring road, that is from Impala, going all the way to Dunga. Now the contractor are not on site. And if this continues, it means that we might be able to lose this generous gift that we as a county has received from our donor partners. And as a senator, I also want to call upon the investigative team, and I've spoken to them, including the regional anti-corruption office here, to move with speed to unearth why is it that the Kisumu county government had to open several ghost accounts, while in the previous years there was only one account at the Diamond Trust Bank, which the donors knows. So this was an attempt to fleece the county of the funding that are needed for the project. It can be alleged that the county government of Kisumu had planned to build Governor residence at a cost of 350 million. This another one is also unprocedural. We as Senate, we had pegged all the governor residents in the Republic of Kenya not to exceed more than 45 million. And any attempt to use the public coffers or to use money that is meant to build Kisumu for an illegal purposes will be met and will be thwarted. What I mean, I'll use all the legal, including summoning or petitioning the Senate to look into this matter. We are aware what is going on. I was talking to the cabinet, the secretary of the county secretary, and he was trying to deny the allegation. But at the same time, he told me that he had floated the tender. So what I was asking them, including the attorney of, we call it the county attorney, who is supposed to be advising, if we want to dispose any public properties, the due process must be followed. One of them is we must inform the people that we serve that this is a public property, and we as a county, this is what we intend to do. And as I speak, the county government of Kisumu is in the process to hand over the Moi stadium here in Kisumu to our private partners. And they have realized in my office that they have signed an agreement, and I want the government to come clean and do the due diligence. And that is before he hand over the Moi stadium. He must have what we call public participation. He must engage the people of Kisumu. The people of Kisumu must have an input. And that process of tendering is also required that it must be an open tender. So therefore, as the Senate, I said I will do all what it takes to make sure that those illegal activities that are taking place in Kisumu will never, because I've been given that mandate to protect the interest of the people of Kisumu. It's also a public property. And I'm aware that the county government is already trying to identify another private partner. And what I'm telling the governor and his executive government is that the law is very clear. And if he tried to do anything procedurally, any Kenyans within Kisumu can go to court. Not only the senator will have to bring him to the Senate, but even here in Kisumu, any residents of Kisumu can go to court and challenge the procedural process. And therefore, I'm warning him that the laws are very clear, and if you want to dispose them, let's use the correct channel to dispose the public properties.